Sarah had the idea of What About a Woman on Wall Street? And she came to me because she's both produced and acted before, and I had done that a small amount. But she had this thought of, we've never seen these women in this world. There's such lack of representation of what these women go through and how extraordinary it could be if we could create this amazing thriller that also really represents women in a way we've never seen before.
That actually was something that was brought to the table by Alysia and Amy, actually. So we were interviewing real Wall Streeters and a lot of real women on Wall Street and for background for the story. And so many Wall Street movies have this trader in it. And so originally, as we were developing the story, we were really going to do like a trading story. And then we wanted to do something that had never been done before as well within the female-driven Wall Street movie. And I can't remember, was it you or Amy? It was Alysia. So Alysia said, what about Silicon Valley? And which was a brilliant idea. And we all were like, oh, yeah, let's do IPOs because let's do IPO because it's something we haven't seen before, but also because of Facebook going public and then Alibaba was going public at the same time. We felt like it was in the forefront, and with Silicon Valley, the TV show, we were like, oh, the public's ready for this kind of story. So I thought Alicia's idea was brilliant there.
So basically, we answered the questions for each other. Her brilliant idea on Wall Street, mine Silicon Valley.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
And Meera the directing.
I would say it was the most dramatic thing we could do. As we were looking at a social media company and what social media it could be, we talked about so many different things. And privacy was the richest because it had the most layers. It had the most interest in reference to government and how people see themselves. And I think also the deep metaphors there.
I think it's true to reality in the tech industry 100%, and also in the entertainment business, which we're all in. This women are a minority kind of in all these three fields, and how we as women navigate that in the business world. Navigate what you wear, navigate how nice you are, navigate how you can sometimes have two sharp elbows if you're strong and direct, navigate these women issues in many fields.
I mean, I just really responded to Alysia and Sarah's kind of shared bottom line about the type of movies that kind of could help push the needle or move the needle forward and for women and I also was just really just compelled by the writing. I thought Amy Fox's writing had an elegance and a sophistication that lent itself to kind of precise filmmaking that I was really interested in, and even though it was billed as a female-driven Wall Street movie, it really read more like Mad Men to me, and its kind of intelligence and the type of business that these people engage in, the kind of client relations and the selling of ideas. There was something about it that really, really attracted me. I mean, exactly these kind of conversations about what does ambition look like on a woman? Where does it kind of inspire? Where does it kind of unsettle? I think these are kind of relevant questions right now in the culture, and I think that these guys had really their finger on the pulse, knowing that this would be the moment to have that conversation.
Sure. So Alysia and I have actually, so it'll be fun to talk about two different industries with our roles. So for my role, it was a young up-and-coming Wall Streeter who is also hiding her pregnancy and wants a promotion. And in terms of research, I actually went to Goldman Sachs and they did a roadshow with all of us to show us, what investment banking is like, because I actually had no idea. Well, I have friends who work on Wall Street, none were in investment banking, so I didn't know that world. And so we got to see how that works. But also, I got to shadow a VP at Goldman Sachs. And in fact, I took a picture, because you're talking about fashion, of what she was wearing, and I sent it to our costume designer, and Erin wears something very similar in the film. And then I think I just related to her on a human level, like we discussed a little bit about being a woman working in a field that's dominated by men. I could really hook into that emotionally, and the drive to be higher up in life than you are is something I think everyone who's ambitious can relate to.
Yeah, it was funny for me because we did all this research and interviewed all these women on Wall Street, and then that didn't serve my character at all. So I had to start fresh again, and truly, that is the fun of being an actor is that deep research. So I did interview a lot of U.S. attorneys, which is very different than any other kind of U.S. Regular attorney. I know many lawyers. One of my moms is a lawyer, so that was easy. It's law enforcement in this way is really a whole different realm. So I spent a lot of time with these people, and in fact, I asked to go trail and I wasn't allowed to. Like, I am not allowed in that building, and it was a little tricky to get them to even talk to me. And and then I also wrote some backstory for my character about what she was before she was a U.S. attorney. So I did a bunch of research about those worlds, and interviewed some people in those worlds.
I have to say, like, this is exactly what makes it so fun to work with producers that are actors, like the deep kind of character work that went into the development of this, the things that audience will probably never kind of pick up on. I mean, this is just what made the process so instantly fun, you know? Yeah.
Well, it's fantastic to work with women. I think like having a set that had as many women as ours did was really, truly special. I think it would be a lie to say that independent filmmaking isn't inherently challenging because every day on any film set or TV set in the world, some kind of problem comes up, and if you don't have money to throw at the problem, then it's trickier. But what was so great about this film is that we were all women and we could all communicate in a way that when a problem came up, we felt valued as a lead. That's a word Alysia loves to use, and I really agree. And then the other thing I will just add is that it was just so much fun.
It was so much fun all the time.
It's really hard making independent film. Like, it really, really is. The 3 points that are really important to me to share. One is my husband was an associate producer on the film and was there to really help because we were both wearing these hats of actor and producer, and he was there. Sarah's dad was is our lawyer and was helping in that way, and it's incredible and important to present the men behind the women. Like, it's awesome that we are these women doing this, but it's also really important. They were amazing, supportive men behind us. And my dad's motto that is on his tombstone that I try and really model in my life is make a difference, have fun. And I think it's really hard to have fun sometimes when things feel like they're falling apart, but that is our job as artists in a way, is to bring the joy. And also, I feel for me as a producer, my job is to really take care of people on set. Like, that's my job. And be it getting food trucks to come and bring baked goods at 4 o'clock just when everybody's getting really tired, or singing a really stupid song, which I'm known to do, to bring that levity back and to remind us all why we're here making this art that's important, and the gift and the joy it is to make art, because let's be honest, there are a lot of people who have a lot harder jobs in the world.
I mean, for me, it was just it was a matter of just feeling inspired on a day-in, day-out basis with the incredibly hardworking crew on the film, like this Philadelphia crew that were working 4 6-day weeks in a row, 14, 15 hours a day, like back-breaking work, different location every day, loading in, loading out equipment into different difficult-to-access locations every single day. And doing it with a smile on their face. Like, we had a really good time on set every day, and we had, our prop guy had a case of beer for everyone at the end of the day as they were loading in their trucks, and it was just like a party at the end of the day because we were so satisfied for having even gotten through the day. And this crew was unbelievable in terms of the work ethic, and unbelievable in terms of the positive attitude. And yeah, I think back on that time period and really think of them.